Hey guys, it's Miss Teck here. Today I wanted to kind of go over a little bit of what you're going to be working on with math. I know yesterday you guys started with measuring how many angles or how many degrees were in a circle. Remember, I showed you this yesterday. And we had talked about how the whole thing was 360 degrees. Now, what you're going to be working on today, your assignment, is going to be taking a circle and separating it into equal parts, which we know that we do with fractions. So what we have here is these. I kind of took some slides that look very similar to what you're going to be doing. They're not exactly the same, just to kind of help you out. And I did a few of these first, so I want to go over these. So the first thing it wants you to put here is the degrees of a whole circle, which, as we know, is 360 degrees. Now, then it wants you to shade in or fill in the fraction shaded. As we can see here, we have one section that's pink out of 3 in all, so that's 1/3. Now this is kind of covered up a little bit by my face, but so that means I have to take the 360 degrees in all, divide it into 3 parts, and you would get 120 degrees. And you can even see right here, see how that's an obtuse angle. That's a pretty big angle. So that would, even looking here, you could tell it's 120 degrees. Now here's another one. We have smaller pieces, which means we're going to have these little acute angles. We're going to have small angles. And again, 360 degrees in a whole circle. So we want you to put that here. If you look, there's one section that's shaded purple out of 10 in all. So we'd say 1/10 is shaded. And we know if we divide a number by 10, it scoots it over a place. So that would take this 360 and it would make it 36 degrees. And you can see that looks pretty close to a 36-degree angle. Now let's look at another one that might not be as simple. So again, guys, we had 360 degrees. We have one section shaded in out of 6 total. So remember, that means that we have to take 360 and we have to divide it by 6. Now, if you don't remember that, I can easily do it this way, right? And I can take away groups of 6 if I'm not sure. If I know 6 times 50 is 300, I can take away 300. I have 60 left. I know that's 10 more. See how good I am at writing upside down. So that means that would give us an answer of 60. So I would come here, even though you can't see it, I'd type 60 there. And then we know that this is also a 60-degree angle, okay? Now, another one I want to look at is, because it's going to be taking it from 1/5 shaded in, or one part, and it's going to look at where you have more than one part shaded in. So let's look right here. For example, again, we're saying this is 360 degrees. Now, if you look here, we have 2 sections shaded in out of 5 total. But remember, before I can figure out what 2/5 is, I need to figure out what 1/5 is. So let's do 360, and we know it's divisible by 5, remember, because it ends in a 0, and we're going to divide it, 360 divided by 5, okay? Now, we know that 5 times 70 is 350, right? So then that would give us 10 left. So we could take away 2 more 5s. So we know that one of these angles is 72 degrees. But keep in mind, if we want to figure out what 2 of these angles are, we could do 72 times 2. Right? If we do 72 times 2, that would give us 144 degrees. So where this one, we would say, well, that's 72 degrees because one of those is 72. 2 of those would be 144. And you can kind of see where that falls right about there. Okay? If you have any questions, remember to make sure that you let me know.